Hi, good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to today 8th Biology, chapter number 3, Story of Microorganisms, part 2. Today we are going to discuss about part 2, Story of Microorganisms. So in this part we are going to discuss about exclusively how the microorganisms are useful and harmful to the nature. Today we are going to discuss about how the microorganisms are useful or harmful to the nature. So in this regards, what are the learning outcomes of the chapter? What are the learning objectives of this chapter is the first and foremost thing is microorganisms, our friends or foes. Foes means enemies. Microorganisms, our friends or foes. Second one, useful. I mean that friendly microorganisms. Next, activity number 1, curdling of milk. Already we conducted a lab activity regarding this lactobacillus bacterium and staining technique. Lactobacillus bacteria, which is responsible for curdling of milk. So one more time we are going to discuss about this curdling of milk. Activity number 1. Next, activity number 2, yeast. It's a kind of fungus which usually we should use in this bakery items for making of bread and cakes. So yeast in maida dough. Yeast in a maida dough. So what is the action of yeast in a maida dough that we are going to discuss. Activity number 3, commercial usage of microorganisms. So how microorganisms are useful in a commercial point of view. For example, in case of fermentation process, especially by the fermentation process, we are using these microorganisms in alcoholic beverages. And the second one is a medicinal point of view. I mean that so pharmaceutical industry, we should use these microorganisms like antibiotics. Next, so according to the name, story of microorganisms. So in this part we are going to discuss about 3 more stories. The first and foremost story is story of discovery of the antibiotic penicillin. So this is the first antibiotic. Penicillin is the first antibiotic. So that story we are going to discuss in a detailed manner. Next, story of discovery of smallpox vaccine. So vaccines and antibiotics differences, and how vaccines are help us and how antibiotics can protect us from the bacterial infections. So smallpox vaccine story, name is Edward Jenner, who is the father of vaccination. Next, invention of pasteurization. So usually it is familiar word as in a pasteurized milk packets. Generally we see the term pasteurization for milk packets and food preservation techniques. So this is called pasteurization by Louis Pasteur. So Louis Pasteur pasteurization, Edward Jenner vaccination, Alexander Fleming penicillin antibiotic discovery. Next, the fourth story regards to story of discovery of malaria. It is called as a malaria fever. It is a well known term. Malaria parasite which is causing the malaria fever in a female Anopheles. So through female Anopheles mosquitoes, the malaria parasite like Plasmodium can transmit. Next one is some common diseases are caused by microorganisms in human beings and plants. So how microorganisms are causes the dreadful diseases and epidemic diseases, means it's in a severe diseases. So especially the study of diseases is called as a pathology. I mean that animal pathology and plant pathology. So these are the learning objectives of this chapter part 2. So part 1 we discussed about only the groups of microorganisms and their observation. So obviously the microorganisms are 5 kinds: algae, fungi, protozoa and microarthropods and viruses. So algae, fungi, bacteria, protozoa, microarthropods and viruses. These are the different kinds of microorganisms that exist in nature. I mean that in soil, water and air. So the microorganisms can exist in anywhere, anytime, any place. So there is no space without or free from these microorganisms. So coming to today's session, today we are going to start about the microorganisms part 2. So before going to start the session of this microorganism part 2, so as a kind has both sides like a head and tail, then only it is having its own value. Like this, microorganisms are really useful to the nature or really it is a harmful to the nature. I mean that either it is a useful or harmful. So that we are going to discuss. So why should we learn about these microorganisms chapter, or why should we learn about or why should we discuss about these microbial world or microorganisms? So what is the use of discussion about these microorganisms as a 8th class children? So really it is an importance to that reading of microorganisms. It's really good or bad to the nature and the mankind. So coming to the debate, let us first discuss about the algae. Algae means it is a kind of a plant green scraplings, especially Chlamydomonas and some other algae we already discussed in the part 1. For example, let us take diatoms. So diatoms are the floating pastures of sea or oceans, which is the best seafood resources for the sea persons. That means the fishermen and aquatic organisms. So algae, it is useful to the best seafood for fishermen and aquatic life. So let us come into the fungi and bacteria. Actually, the fungi and bacteria is a real cavities on the earth surface by the decomposition process. So it is the best decomposers by the decomposing process. They have to clean the earth. It is the real scavengers of nature. Next, coming to the for example, viruses. Actually, majority of the viruses are very dreadful and very dangerous to the entire mankind, and also it can affect on the plants. So coming to the viruses, for example, see SARS virus, next HIV virus, and at present we are discussing about coronavirus. So viruses are very dangerous. So let us come into the first, the part 1. Microorganisms are really our friends or foes. So apart from this concept, we are going to discuss about microorganisms are our friends as well as our enemies. Why? Because of course majority of the microorganisms are useful to the mankind, but some are very dangerous and they are causing the dreadful diseases and spoiling the food materials and the contamination of air and water as well as. So that microorganisms are useful and harmful. So let us come into the activity number 1. So coming to the some activities, we are going to understand what is the importance of microorganisms or how they are useful to the mankind. So the first and foremost activity number 1, let us take in 2 situations. So the situation number 1, we are going to take 2 bowls with lukewarm milk, means moderate heat. Just we are boiling the milk and we have to cool down to room temperature. So now we are adding buttermilk or curd, 1 or 2 drops or 1 tablespoon of curd or buttermilk added to respectively only 1 bowl which is having the lukewarm milk. The second one, we do not add any curd or buttermilk. So after observation of 5 to 6 hours, obviously the first one which is adding buttermilk or curd to the lukewarm milk, because of this lactobacillus bacteria which can coagulation of the milk, I mean this centrifugation of this milk, the fat cells are centrifuged and they have to convert into curd. So this is the formation of curdling. So activity number 1 tells us lactobacillus bacteria which causes the calling of milk. So by this phenomena, by this process, we are going to take the card in our daily activities. So it is possible by the lactobacillus bacteria. The same situation we are going to take in another scenario. Let us come to that. For example, activity number 1 in another situation. Take 3 bowls. One is respectively it's a lukewarm milk, means moderate heat. It is very hot milk, and the third one is very cold, means freezing milk. So when we are adding buttermilk or curd to the two, respectively 1 or 2 drops of these 1, 2, 3. I mean that bowl A, B, C. Which bowl turns or forms the curding after 5 to 6 hours? Can you guess the children? Which bowl turns or converts milk into curd? Obviously the first one. Why? Because what is the reason for that? Only the lukewarm milk bowl can change or change over to the curding of milk. What is the reason behind this? Can you guess anybody? Yes, because of this the lukewarm milk is having the moderate temperature. The bacteria, lactobacillus bacteria can develop, multiply their number based on the temperature. If the temperature is raising every 10 degrees centigrade up to 45 degrees centigrade, every 10 degrees centigrade, the enzyme's activity is more. So this is the principal invention of a refrigerator. When we are freezing, they can develop in a very slowly. If you are boiling in a very hot temperature, automatically the bacteria can die. So these are the reasons for slowly they have to develop in this cold milk. When we are boiling the milk, the bacteria which is present, which is existing in the milk, that should be died. So these are the differences between bowl A, B, and C. Let us next coming to the activity number 2. Activity number 2. So in this activity, we are going to take maida dough in 2 cups, 2 teacups. So let us take 2 teacups, bowl cup A, cup B, respectively, with some maida dough. For this, we are adding atta flour or maida dough. Just we have to take and we have to fill with 2 teacups respectively, look at in the picture. So this is bowl A, bowl B. So one of the teacup, the yeast powder is added, and another one did not added, and another one did not added the yeast powder. Can you guess which teacup is added the yeast powder? Can you guess the children? The second one. Why? Because when we are adding the yeast powder to that maida dough, means it is having the sugars, it is having the sugar content. So with effect of these yeast to that sugars, they have to that fermentation process. Mean that fermentation is nothing but the conversion of sugars into alcohol. So that they have to produce the carbon dioxide. So what is the reason for this? What they are going to asking the questions? In the above figure, yeast was added to maida dough placed in one of the 2 cups. Identify it. Obviously, the second one we can identify. What is the reason behind this? When yeast is added to the dough for preparing bread, dough rises. So this is due to the production of carbon dioxide gas. Do you know what is meant by soda? Soda is nothing but a carbon dioxide gas which can rising over. So while we are taking the soda gas, it can be swelling over because of the carbon dioxide gas is produced during the process of fermentation. So the bubbles of the gas fill the dough, increase their volume, and make spongy in the nature. So this is the reason behind this swelling of maida dough. This is a very familiar example while we are preparing the idli or dosa in our houses. One day before itself, we can mix this flour, rice flour, or so what will be the reason for that preparing dosa or idli before one day itself? Why? Because entire this overnight the yeast which is existing in that bowl that should be act upon the these wheat rice flour or wheat flour, and they have to convert into fermentation process. They convert into fermentation process, and due to this process, they have to raising their or swelling over it is occurs. Raising or swelling it occurs. So that is the reason for that. Next, coming to that, they are going to ask that activity number 3, commercial usage of microorganisms. Commercial use of microorganisms. Take some water in 2 separate beakers, add 5 to 10 spoons of sugar into each beaker, then add 2 to 3 spoons of the yeast, one of the bowl only. Close the bowls, both the bowls with lids, and keep them in a warm place. After 3 to 4 hours, remove the lids and smell the contents. So, when we have to observe this activity number 3, when we observe the activity number 3, that tells us about we are going to take respectively bowl A, bowl B, bowl A, bowl B, filled with some amount of water, and we are adding 5 to 10 spoons of sugar to both the bowls, but one of the bowl only we are adding the yeast powder, and the second one is did not add any yeast powder. So after a few hours, when we observe the bowl, both A and B, the bowl A, obviously we can find out some characteristic smell, means alcoholic smell will occur because of this fermentation process. So what is meant by fermentation? Fermentation in the sense, fermentation process means the yeast cells can respire in anaerobic process. I mean that without oxygen, the yeast can respire. Apart from that, they can release the ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol. So because of this ethyl alcohol, the bowl can gives us a characteristic smell of alcoholic smell. Means what is meant by fermentation? When we are adding the yeast to the sugar solution, so these yeast cells can go to the anaerobic process, and conversion of these sugars into alcohol is called as a fermentation process. That is the reason behind this the characteristic smell. This we can find out the preserved idli and dosa also. After 2 days, 3 days, we find out that the sour smell of that idli and dosa because of this fermentation process of yeast which is growing in the preserved items, of especially sugar content based food items. So this is called as a fermentation process. So till now we discussed about that activity number 1, activity number 1, and activity number 2, and activity number 3. See, once again, microorganisms are really our friends or foes means the statements is actually starts from the it's a debate. So like in this debate, we are going to discuss about that. Let us take, for example, sake, as coin has both sides, head and tail, our microorganisms in the nature are really useful. At the same manner, they are causing some dreadful diseases and spoiling the food materials and contamination of our environment like air and water, and they are causing the many harmful diseases, dreadful diseases. So in this manner, first part we are taking the how microorganisms are useful in our day-to-day life, our daily activities like curding of milk, and how the yeast can be useful to making the breads and bakery items, cakes, like fermentation process like alcoholic beverages, and also soil fertility is increasing. Medicinal point of view means commercial use of this one, and the symbiosis process. So many uses like real scavengers like decomposers. So many useful things which we have to getting by these microorganisms that we are going to discuss in order to that series. Today, just we have discussed about the yeast in maida dough and curding of milk by the leaf form milk, especially which can be favorable to the moderate temperature, and growing up of these lactobacillus bacteria multiplication process and conversion of curd. And the third one is commercial use of microorganisms. Commercial use of microorganisms means fermentation is nothing but the conversion of glucose to alcohol. This is called as a fermentation process, especially in alcoholic beverages, means beer industry, wine industry. These natural yeast can be grown up on the fruit peels, especially the grapes, So the yeast is a kind of a fungus. Yeast is a kind of fungus which is very useful to our day-to-day life. Next continuation we are going to see in the next video. Thank you, children. Thank you very much.